Welcome to the channel where true crime merges with the shadows of the human psyche. We unravel a mysterious case tonight, so chilling it blurs the line between reality and the supernatural. It's a story of silence, obsession, and a bond so powerful it defied science and ended in death. This is the unnerving true story of June and Jennifer Gibbons, two sisters known to the world as the Silent Twins. June and Jennifer Gibbons were born on April 11, 1963, in Barbados. But soon after, their family relocated to the small town of Haverfordwest, Wales. From the outside, they seemed like any other bright, healthy children, but from the very beginning something was off. They didn't talk, not to teachers, not to classmates, not even to their own family. The only people they spoke to were each other, and the language they used, a rapid, coded dialect unintelligible to anyone but themselves. Psychologists would later diagnose it as idioglossy, a private language created and shared by twins, but even among similar cases, this one stood out. At school, their silence and racial difference made them targets. Labeled as weird, they were isolated and bullied relentlessly. Eventually, they stopped trying to speak to the outside world altogether. Two sisters, one language, and a wall of silence around them. As they grew older, the Gibbons twins' behavior became even more unnerving. They moved in eerie synchronization, walking, blinking, chewing at the same time. If one got a scratch, the other would develop phantom pain. When separated, they would completely shut down, refusing to eat, speak, or even move. Doctors believed they were suffering from a rare psychiatric condition known as folie douce, a shared delusional disorder, one mind trapped into bodies. But their relationship was more complicated than serodependence. In their secret diaries, unearthed years later, a disturbing picture emerged. Jennifer wrote, "I'm scared of her. She wants us to die together." June wrote, "She's my shadow, and I can't live without her. But I don't want to be her shadow anymore." Their once playful stories turned dark, filled with violence, obsession, and death. Their world was collapsing in on itself, and soon it would erupt into chaos. At just 19, the twins descended into a spiral of criminal activity: theft, vandalism, arson. They broke into stores, set fire to buildings, and then stood back, watching the flames with cold fascination. One of their most notorious crimes was burning down a local tractor dealership. Authorities had no choice but to act, but when psychiatrists evaluated the girls, they found something deeply wrong. June and Jennifer weren't criminals, they were mentally ill. And so, they weren't sent to prison. They were sent to Broadmoor Hospital, one of the UK's most infamous high-security psychiatric institutions. There, among the nation's most dangerous and disturbed, they would spend the next 11 years in silence. But behind closed doors, their bond only grew more disturbing, until it reached a terrifying conclusion. Inside Broadmoor, the twins continued to isolate themselves, communicating only with each other. But their journals revealed that even this strange connection had grown poisonous. Jennifer became convinced that one of them had to die, so the other could be free. June later confirmed this chilling pact. She wrote, "We've decided one of us must die." Jennifer responded, "I'm going to have to die," in March 1993. After 11 years in Broadmoor, the twins were granted transfer to a lower security facility. On the day of the move, in the back of the transport van, Jennifer rested her head on June's shoulder. She slipped into a deep sleep and never woke up. Cause of death: acute myocarditis, a sudden inflammation of the heart. There were no drugs, no poison, no foul play. She was perfectly healthy. It was as if she had chosen to die. June began to speak. To doctors, to nurses, even to journalists. The girl, who had spent nearly 3 decades in silence, suddenly had a voice. She said, "I'm free at last, liberated. Jennifer gave up her life for me." June Gibbons now lives quietly in West Wales. She has rebuilt a life, far from the institutions and tragedies of her past. But the question remains, what force bound those girls together so deeply? so destructively? What truly happened on the day Jennifer died? And why did June survive? Some mysteries are never meant to be solved. The story of the silent twins is one of them. Thank you for watching. If this story haunted you, give the video a thumbs up. Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more unsettling real-life crime stories. Because sometimes the darkest horror stories are the ones that actually happened. Stay safe, stay curious, and remember, sometimes silence speaks louder than words.